All right, we're good to go now. Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, June the 13th. My name is Judge Esparza. I apologize for the delays. Had some technical difficulties here, but I think we got it all resolved. We do not have a court reporter. If you're requesting a court reporter, we will reset your case for a later date. Not hearing any objections, we will proceed. The first case I'm going to call is C2695-24-I, State of Texas versus Pablo Amaya.
Good afternoon,
Amaya,
Judge.
you speak English? You speak English, Mr. Amaya? Español? Okay, póngase en pie aquí enfrente. Lily, this is your client, right?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Lily Gutierrez on behalf of Mr. Amaya.
I think you go slowly because he is Spanish speaking, so the interpreter can translate there for us.
Judge, I have a quick announcement on this case, Your Honor.
Yes.
This case, the defendant pled on 3/11/24. The offense that he was arrested for in this case, Your Honor, happened actually last fall on 9/29/23. So this offense was actually taken into consideration at the time of his plea, Your Honor. So once I do receive the offense, I will be dismissing this case, Your Honor.
Okay.
So
good.
to get him out of county jail.
And we're
well,
asking for a PR bond.
I saw that he was sentenced on CR 055824-A, but they also filed a motion to adjudicate based on this new charge, which was prior to this incident.
Yes, sir, that's correct, Your Honor. I was not aware of the motion to adjudicate. Hidalgo County District Attorney's Office may have filed that, Your Honor. However, the offense that, if that was the case for the MTA, that actually happened before he pled, so I would have taken that into consideration at the time of his plea, Your Honor.
Yeah, and on the motion to adjudicate, it's showing a May 30th, 2024 date of this charge, but from when I read in the complaint, it's what you're saying from last year, so.
The way I read it, Judge, I believe May 30th was his arrest date.
Okay. So then on this one, what do we need to do? Do we grant him a bond? I mean, he's in custody. He's going back to TJJD, right?
Yes, so his 19th birthday, will be on March 10th of 2025, Your Honor. So he has at least 9 more months at TJJD.
Do we need to grant him a PR bond on this so they can take him back or?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're gonna give him a PR bond and they're gonna release him back to TJJD so he can finish his charges. And this one will be dismissed.
Someone's asking for not to receive a PR bond.
What?
Not to receive a PR bond, just doesn't want a PR bond.
He doesn't want a PR bond? A PR bond, explain to him that a PR bond will release him back to TJJD.
Your Honor, he had indicated to me that he'd rather be doing his time there, but he did also tell me to try for a bond reduction. So considering the fact that this charge will be dismissed, I don't really see any other option.
Yeah, I don't either. We're gonna go ahead and grant him a PR bond and they can, because the case is gonna be dismissed and they can send him back to TJ. And that's gonna be the end result. So we just might as well do it now.
And I'll have a conversation with him about what happened.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Gutierrez.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
The next case we're going to call is C2709-24-E, State of Texas versus Angela Alsaldua. You speak English, Ms. Alsaldua?
Yes.
You do? Okay, just stand up here in the middle of the room. You know what? This is Victoria Guerra's case. I don't see her on the screen. I apologize. Go ahead and have a seat. Your attorney's not on the screen. Next case we're going to call is C2594-24-E, State of Texas versus Raul Gatza. Dan Mora. You speak English, Mr. Gatza?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just go ahead and stand right there, sir.
Judge,
Mr. Mora, this is...
he's indicating he's on another Zoom call to everybody.
Okay, all right. Well, I saw his name on the screen there. All right, we'll go ahead and have a seat, sir. We'll recall yours too. Let's see. Jorge Ortegon, is he here? He's not here either, okay. David Lindenmuth, there you are. Next case we're gonna call is C 2643-24-J, State of Texas versus Jorge Sanchez. You speak English, Mr. Sanchez? Yes? Okay. David, this is your motion. You may proceed.
Your Honor, my client has four charges before Your Honor today for a cumulative $28,000 in bonds. I would note that all four cases are misdemeanors. And I would ask
David,
your-
before you proceed, the complaint has been filed on the two misdemeanor charges, so he only has the two felonies before the court right now.
Okay, Judge. Well, and then I guess I can't really distinguish over here what's the amount of bonds before Your Honor presently?
$20,000, two at 10.
Your Honor, I would ask that Your Honor just consider reducing those close to a PR bond. After speaking to my client, he does have a place to reside in Wesco with his sister. He is currently battling lung cancer, Your Honor. I do have a confirmed diagnosis on that. He also has diabetes. So given that he has non-violent offenses, he hasn't had any violent allegations in, I believe, about 5 years. I do understand it's a pattern of conduct, but I do think that he would be appropriate for a lower bond amount, given his health issues, non-violent offenses, and that he does have a stable place to reside.
Annalise, good afternoon. What says the state?
Judge, good afternoon. This defendant has an extensive criminal history. It looks like just in 2020, he was sentenced to 4 years TDC, so it looks like he just got out. I know Mr. Lindenmuth had been asking me about his holds. I was looking that up right now. He has a hold out of Edinburgh PD. I don't know if he had other cases that, that they need to execute warrants on. So he's got an extensive criminal history, and he just got out of TDC, so we'd be opposed to a bond reduction at this time, Judge. We think that the bonds are appropriate based on his criminal history.
You see any holds up?
PD.
What about West? Was that one listed?
Yeah, they already submitted the paperwork.
Yeah, he does have a hold out of Edinburgh PD, Mr. Lindenmuth. I'm not sure what it's for, but it does show a hold there.
He had indicated to me somebody at the county had told him at the facility. I'm not very familiar with city hold. I've seen state holds and immigration holds. This is kind of a first for me, Judge.
It's Edinburgh PD.
It doesn't have a charge.
What is it?
It doesn't have a charge on the
It
confirmation.
doesn't indicate the charge, but they did send confirmation to that they have a hold. He had one from Westlaco also that was lifted.
Because they already submitted. It's one of the bonds.
It's one of the bonds he's currently before the court on.
Yeah.
Sir, raise your right hand. Swear to your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Jorge Antonio Sanchez.
You can put your hand down. How old are you, sir?
I just my birthday yesterday, 39,
Your birthday was yesterday?
11.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Like spending it in jail? No, right? Where do you live?
What's up, Texas?
Who do you live with?
Mi hermana y mi wife.
You have a house or apartment or what? You have a job?
O sea, me dejaron cancer y apenas cometí un paperwork para disabled cosas.
You seen a doctor?
Apenas con eso.
You haven't seen a doctor.
Sí. I got the papers, my lawyer got my papers, the cancer, my diabetes and everything. Y apenas,
You're not receiving any treatment right now.
not yet.
You received treatment, Your Honor, in last year. Some of the diagnoses were cancer, lung cancer, diabetes, extreme obesity, Fournier's gangrene, hypertension, MRSA, cellulitis. So he does have a significant health issues.
Were the items recovered on this? This was a theft from Lowe's, right? So I don't want you going back to that location. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
It's a Lowe's located in Westlaco, Texas, off the expressway. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation right now?
Or you can operational pro.
No parole? Or has he been in jail 10 days?
10 days, yes, Judge.
Bond will be reduced to $1,000 cash surety on each charge.
Thank you, Judge.
No drugs, no alcohol, sir. I'm gonna order random UAs through probation.
Okay, sir.
They're gonna call you to go get tested. You come back dirty, you come back to jail. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and have a seat.
So, $200
$2,000 total.
200 what?
$2,000 total.
Thank you.
Your Honor, that's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
The
Judge.
next
Have a good
case
day.
we're gonna call you to is C 2622-24-E, State of Texas versus Jennifer Snyder.
Yes, Vance Gonzalez.
Go ahead, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes, sir. Vance Gonzalez on behalf of Ms. Snyder. Judge, she's charged with a third-degree tampering. Her bond is currently at $1 million. I've gone through the PC statement and I've spoken with her. Essentially, she's charged with tampering for getting rid of a cell phone in the course of a murder that occurred. And I think if you read through the probable cause statement, you could see that there's a lot of this source said that, this source said that. I think that she's not incarcerated with $1 million bond for being a murderer. That's clear in how they charged her. The other female in this, they charged her with murder. So all three of the other co-defendants are charged with murder, but my client. I think that sources of information, I think she's essential to the state's case, and that's why we have an unreasonable bond of $1 million. She's already incarcerated on another charge, in which you lowered that bond to $10,000. In this case, I think this bond is unreasonable. I think that they're afraid that she's a flight risk. I think that the court could put her on a drug patch. She does have somewhere she could stay at her father's house. She has children that are outside that she hasn't been able to provide for and under care of her mother. So, I mean, we'd ask for a $5,000 cash or surety bond.
Elise?
Judge, she is involved in a very serious offense. Additionally, she has not just local history, she has federal history where she's been involved in smuggling of aliens and on supervised release. She is involved in a very serious offense and does have criminal history, which is concerning. The bond is not unreasonable based on what she was involved in, Judge. We'd be opposed to any bond reduction. We'd ask the court to consider the fact that she does have those prior federal cases for smuggling aliens, and it looks like even now, I don't know if she's on some kind of federal, she doesn't have any federal holds. She has things from probation. I don't know if she's still under some kind of federal supervision at this time. I don't know if Mr. Gonzalez knows anything about that.
That I'm not sure of. I don't believe that she has a federal problem. I thought she's done her time at that point. But again, all of her criminal history is nonviolent. It's all drugs or drug related. I think the court could place restrictive conditions on her, which would satisfy the state's requirement of needing her to testify in their murder case.
Well, I mean, I would disagree that it's all nonviolent because she did have a robbery, which I would consider a violent offense, where she did have a revo that eventually was dismissed in an unlawful carrying of a weapon. So I would say that those are violent cases.
Are those local cases?
Yes,
in
Judge.
Gallup County? Raise your
Yes.
right hand, man. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? State your name.
Jennifer Jane Snyder.
Put your hand down. How old are you, Jennifer?
I'm sorry,
How old are you?
39 years old,
Where were you born?
in Allen, Texas,
What city do you currently live in?
Mission, Texas.
Who do you live with?
My father's who I would be going to.
Sorry,
I would be living with my father.
were you living there before you were arrested?
I was not.
Where were you living before you were arrested? What city?
I was staying in McAllen.
With your family?
No, you're right. I recently was released from parole. And I was working and getting my own place. I was staying in a hotel.
Can you put him in the back row? Just move him to the back row. Are you on parole, federal parole right now?
No, Your Honor, I finished everything in March 6th.
Are you on
I'm sorry.
probation state?
No, Your Honor.
I'll be reduced to $50,000 cash surety. We'll order random UAs through probation. I'm gonna order a curfew. Well, better yet, I'm gonna order AEP, AIP, AEP, AEP or AIP. So if she makes bonds, she'll be released to AIP.
Understood. Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
No drugs or alcohol, man. Probation will contact you to get tested. If you come back positive for drugs or alcohol, you're gonna end up back in custody. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Thank you, sir. Bye, Annalise. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Next case we're gonna call is C 2630-24-L, State of Texas versus Nadia Torres. Mr. Alamia,
Your Honor, this is Rolando
Yes, sir.
Cantu. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Alamia. Mr. Alamia is in another.
okay.
If the court would,
Good afternoon, Mr. Cantu. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. And so I am, this is my verbal notice of appearance.
Are you
And
taking over for him or just substituting in for him?
no, sir, just today, just today.
Okay. All I ask is, no hablas inglés, ¿verdad? Just go slowly because she doesn't speak English, so our interpreter can translate for you.
Very well, sir.
She does have an ICE hold. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but she does have an immigration detainer on her.
No, sir, I did not know that she has an ICE hold. However, she does have 8 children and that she needs to get back to her children, Your Honor. But I was not aware that there is an ICE hold.
That's correct, right? She does have an ICE hold.
Yes.
He does, Judge.
What are you asking on bond, Mr.?
I was asking, we'd be asking, she's on a $7,500 bond right now. We would be asking for a PR bond, Your Honor.
What says the state?
Judge, she does have an ICE hold. We'd be opposed to a bond reduction. We'll lose her to the feds, so we'd be opposed to a bond reduction. And it does look like she has a prior alien removal from 2018. She's been deported before.
Your Honor, she does have these children she has to get back to, 8 children. And
Let me just look at the complaint real quickly, Mr. Cookie.
yes, sir.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? What's your name?
Nadia Torres.
How old are you, Ms. Torres? If he's done, you can take him. I mean, he's done, you could get him out if you need to. Where do you live? What city? House or apartment or what? Are you married? You have children? How many?
8.
Who are the children with right now? Does your husband live with you? Say that again. He can't live in the house?
El día que me arrestaron fueron y me quebraron la casa, tumbaron puertas.
Don't talk about the case. You understand you have an immigration hold on your case. You know what that means? Is that if you're released or you make bond, immigration will pick you up. 99% they're going to percent possibility that they're going to deport you. You understand that? You're on probation or parole right now? Said she, Annalise, you said she had a prior alien smuggling case?
No, Judge, I show she had a prior alien removal.
Oh, alien removal, okay, I'm sorry.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But no prior smuggling. But, and you
I
know
will
what?
be reduced. Go ahead.
I'm wondering when she picked this up, this is when, after the law changed to the, where it's just 10 years TDC, trying to think when it changed. Like where it's just an automatic 10 years. Oh yeah, effective February 6th of 2024. You know how the law changed on the smugglings where it's like a minimum of, like you can only give someone 10 years TDC.
Okay. I'll go ahead and reduce $3,000 cash surety. Make bond, stay in contact with your attorney. Do you understand that, man? Anything else, Mr. Cantu?
Nothing else, Your Honor. Thank you very much. And great seeing you. May I be excused, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Haven't we called? ¿Cómo te llamas? What's your name? Yeah, I don't see Jorge Ortega. Mr. Capello's client was released.
So that you had tried 228 and 238 and they weren't there yet at the beginning.
Dan, what are you available? Robert, was your client released?
I think so, Judge, because I don't see him there in the waiting area. His name is Rolando Faustino Gonzalez. That was 264524J.
Yeah, he was released yesterday, Robert. I just checked everything. That's why you didn't bring him.
Attorney signature bond.
He had an attorney signature bond. I'm not sure who it was, but he was released yesterday.
That's fine, Judge. Can I be excused and I'll file a motion for non-suit?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I apologize for not
Don't worry
calling you
about it,
earlier.
Judge. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We're okay. Have a good day.
You too. Did we call all the females already?
No, we didn't. We didn't. We had called her, but they weren't ready yet.
Was John Rodriguez released?
Yes, John Rodriguez.
Yeah. You
He
want to
said
call
he
him?
was going to call it.
He was gonna show up?
Yeah.
And I sent him the email. Try Jorge Ortega. Dan, are you available? Have you spoken to Mr. Mora, Annalise?
I haven't, Judge. I have not.
Look, this individual, where is Raul Garza? Speak English, right? Hey, don't say anything. It looks like, from when I checked the other day, the complaint was filed on 5 of the misdemeanors. The only thing I saw pending was the state jail, all the felony charges. And the 2 drug charges, felony ones, and the 2 forgeries, 2 transactions.
Yes,
Your
Judge.
recommendation on those?
My recommendation was he has a like extremely large criminal history was no reduction. He has all out of Laredo, like a 60-page TCIC, NCIC. So including ag assaults, ag robberies, assaults, burglary of a hat, burglary of vehicle. He has a lot of history. Non-local.
Yes, Your Honor.
Somebody speaking, when somebody's speaking, you wait, right?
Yes, sir. My bad. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Your attorney was, my understanding was in another court. Is that what he texted?
I think he did. Let me see what he put on the chat. Well, no. I don't know what he messaged. Oh, the chat. I'm sorry. Please advise currently on another Zoom hearing. That's what he messaged at 2:23.
Let me see if he responds. There he is. Just sending you a message, Mr. Mora. Can you hear us, Ken? You're on mute.
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Your client's before us. The state's opposed to any bond reductions. He indicated that he has an extensive criminal history out of Laredo, you said?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. And the complaints have been filed down on 5 of the misdemeanors, so the only thing he has pending that I see, a couple of days ago was the felony drug charges and the forgery charges.
That's correct, Judge. We did verify that.
What are you asking on the bonds?
Judge, if we can have something, I mean, we're already at 1,000, 1,500. If we could have somewhere like 1,000 cash assured on each one of those counts, I mean, that'll still put him at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, 9, 10, $10,000, $1,000 to get out. Court wishes they could do the AIP, you know, as a condition, whatever's necessary, but.
Your right answer. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name. How old are you, sir? How old are you?
Yes, sir.
When were you born?
Laredo, Texas.
What city do you currently live in?
Tell you the truth, Your Honor, I've been working over there in Minnesota, Morgan, Minnesota, and Fargo, North Dakota since about January. That's where I couldn't reside. I came down here to Texas to visit my daughter. She graduated the 24th of May. So I missed that out. When I got arrested that day, I was on a 3-hour layover in McAllen, in the McAllen Greyhound station. Prior to that, I had a 8-hour layover on, I guess it was the Thursday or Friday before in Houston, Texas, where the tornadoes hit. The other jobs that I was going to, I work in the silos, I throw rebar.
Hang on just a minute. My question was, where do you live? Do you have family here in Hidalgo County?
No, sir, none whatsoever.
You have family in Laredo?
Yes, Your Honor. Rio Bravo, Texas.
Where?
Rio Bravo, Texas. It's about maybe 5-10 minutes before getting to Laredo. But I mean,
Who lives there? Who lives there?
me, my wife, and my 2 kids. 17.
Are you on probation?
No, Your Honor.
Are you on parole?
No, Your Honor.
You have contact information for him, Dan?
Got,
Cell number,
wife.
sir?
Number 956-625-8167. My wife's number is 956-231-4717. I also have my pastor's number, Pastor Joel.
That's fine, that's fine.
Yes, sir.
You get those numbers, Dan? Now
Yes,
you
sir.
can get them from my staff.
no, I got him, Judge.
I'm gonna go ahead and reduce the bond on the the 4 remaining charges to $1,500 cash surety each one. Make it $1,000 cash surety on each one. No drugs, no alcohol, sir.
Your Honor, I'm liable to comply with any and all requirements.
Well, if I order random drug testing, how are you gonna comply with that if you don't live down here?
I mean, I have a solution to that. I had already thought about that, right? Where I work for ASN Construction out of Moorhead, Minnesota, right? I have to come out clean. Since I work in construction with heavy material, I have to be clean 100% of the time. I cannot be involved with any.
They drug test you?
Yes, Your Honor. So there's clinics where I go. There's basically like a probation office. I go, they go in with.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order random UAs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Allow probation department. If you're gonna go out of state, you need to give it before you leave.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right when you get out, before you leave, you notify probation where you're gonna be staying up there, what city you're living in, where you're gonna be staying, an address and phone number. If it's a hotel, you give them that information. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If they call you and tell you to go get tested, you go to the lab, wherever it's out there, and you get tested and you send them the results.
I'm willing to pay that out of my own pocket.
You're gonna pay it out of your own pocket. Anything else, Mr. Mora?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Go ahead and have a seat.
Very much. You have a blessed day. God
You
bless.
too. Okay. I think all of them.
No, there's Cristina Guerrero. Mr. Ortegon didn't answer.
Who did it?
Ortegon. Never Cristina.
Let's see. John Rodriguez, you there? He's connecting. Good afternoon, John.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Really call C2709-24-E, State of Texas versus Angela Alzaldúa. You speak English, correct, Angela?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is a case, was this Victoria's case?
Yes, Judge, it was Miss Victoria Guerra's case. However, she's not on the wheel for first degrees. I hadn't realized that mistake, so she went ahead and withdrew, and I got appointed to him.
You did get appointed through indigent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good. All right, is your client's present? She speaks English, you may proceed.
Your Honor, at this time, we're
Just so
before.
you- real quickly, just so you know, the complaint has been filed on the criminal trespass case. It's CR 24-05755G. So all we're looking at right now is the ag robbery.
Correct, Your Honor. And I had seen that as well after Miss Guerra gave me or withdrew on the case. So, Judge, at this time, we're only asking the court to consider some reduction on the aggravated robbery. My client we're asking the court to consider at least at this particular point, a 50% reduction, maybe to $25,000 to even $10,000 cash as surety. My client is looking at these three charges that are pending before this honorable court. And my understanding is that she has currently no pending charges other than the criminal trespass that's come in already.
She does,
I saw it.
she has a criminal mischief
filed
that's
on
pending.
Okay, then I may be wrong on that. And again, Your Honor, the only reason I'm saying that is because, like I said, I have a limited knowledge of the case. I'm barely coming onto it. But
Yeah, John, there's a felony criminal mischief out of the 139 that she was arraigned on Monday, it looks like. Victoria's on that one.
okay, yeah, and
it's got a
she's
pre-trial. Fine.
correct. Okay, then she does have a current criminal mischief pending on there. I did not get a chance to check this morning, Your Honor. So we'd ask for the court to consider some type of reduction in that case. I don't know what type of bonds she has on the criminal mischief case.
Raise your right hand, man. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? State your name.
Angela Alzaldúa.
Speak a little louder.
Angela Alzaldúa.
How old are you, Angela?
I'm 43.
How old?
43.
You married?
No.
You have children?
Yes.
How many?
2.
Are they under 18?
One's 18, one's 6.
Who's the 6-year-old with?
My mother.
Who's the alleged victim of the robbery, correct?
Yeah.
Or is that your aunt?
No, that's my grandmother.
Leticia Alzaldúa is your grandmother?
Well, it's my grandmother's who filed the complaint, who has
Who's Leticia Alzaldúa?
my mother who cares for her.
Who is Leticia Alzaldúa?
My mother.
Okay, that's what I asked you. That's the victim in this case. What city do you currently live in?
Westerville.
Who do you live with?
I live alone.
You have a house or apartment?
Yes. A house.
Not with Leticia?
No, a block away.
Not with your brother?
No. That's my other property.
Okay, you were given a criminal trespass warning regarding that property, so don't go back there. You understand that?
That's my property.
Well, you picked up a criminal trespass charge back in Aaron Alzaldúa?
It's my brother.
Okay,
He also is the owner of the property.
well, you picked up a criminal trespass because you were on that property.
It's
If
my,
you go back, listen to me. You want to talk? Go sit down. Or you want to listen? Tell me what you want to do.
We'll go ahead and listen, Judge.
You go back to that property, you're probably going to get arrested again. I don't know who it belongs to, but you were already arrested once. If you go back there, you're probably going to get arrested again. You understand that? Is that the property that you were living at?
yes.
You have somewhere else to go?
I have two properties on my mother's side and on my father's side. That's my father's side property.
Okay, because according to this complaint, you were arrested there for being on that property on the 26th of May of this year. If you go back, I'm sure they're gonna probably put charges against you again. That's why I'm trying to resolve that issue, so that you don't end up back in jail, okay? Mom wants you going back to her house. I did see a protective order at 124 East 8th Street. Is that one of the places you were staying also?
That's my property.
Okay, person that filed the charges. Protective order, right? It says the state.
Judge, we are opposed to a bond reduction. I know that the criminal trespass has already been filed. The failure ID was rejected. She was already out on bond for a felony criminal mischief when she picked up this offense, Your Honor. Just based on that, we're opposed to a bond reduction.
You work?
Yes,
Where do you work?
I run 6 e-businesses online.
You do what?
I'm an e-business owner, small business owner.
Bond will be reduced to $10,000 cash surety. No drugs, no alcohol, ma'am. No order random UAs through probation. You come back dirty, we're gonna possibly revoke your bond and put you back in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else, John?
Nothing further, Your Honor, and I'll go ahead and I'll speak with her in reference to any of the issues she has as far as those cases are concerned, since I'm just barely coming onto those.
And I didn't see any protective orders, but one of them, she was arrested for being there, so I'm just trying to prevent any issues. I want to make sure
I'll
she's
go
got somewhere to
ahead
go.
and look it up just to make sure, and if there's anything else that I need to give her any type of advisement on to make sure that we stay within the requirements of the court, I will do so as well, Your Honor.
You have her contact information?
I don't know if she has mine, Your Honor. I believe Miss Guerra said that she gave her my information, but if not, I will be over. Actually, I'm doing jail visits either this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon, and if she makes it out, then I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and visit her this afternoon.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Your Honor, that's all I have before this court. May I be excused?
Yes. Mr. Guerrero, your attorney didn't show up. Now, 3 o'clock, we were scheduled for 2. We had some issues, but he never logged on to the system. So I'm not sure. We're gonna have to reschedule your case. You don't have a Annalise? Do you have a recommendation for Justino Guerrero? Annalise?
I'm sorry,
Do you have a
Judge.
recommendation? You have a recommendation for Justino Guerrero? Jorge Ortegon is his attorney, but he never showed up.
What's the case number? I'm sorry, Judge.
C 2614-24-C.
No, I was
Looks like
not. He has a verification of incarceration that was filed because he was out on bond for offenses from February 23rd, 2024, when he picked up these 4 additional offenses. Verification of incarceration was filed on those original cases. And he was already like on super low bonds for those for $500 cash surety. So, no, I'm opposed.
Okay. Mr. Guerrero, stand up, please. Raise your right hand. You speak English, right? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You put your hand down. How old are you, sir?
I'm 23.
What city do you live in?
I live in Penitas, Texas.
Who do you live with?
Currently alone. My mother is renting a little apartment in Mission, Texas.
Where you live is a house or an apartment? Do you work?
Yes, sir. I work for part-time for 2 companies here in Edinburgh. It's Queen Rose. We clean offices, buildings, job sites.
And what's your other job?
Jobs LLC. It's we install fans, that people buy it, general maintenance basically.
Okay, if you make bonds here, I don't want you going back to that Walmart here in Edinburgh. Do you understand me? Do not go back there.
I mean, it didn't, I don't even know how it got that.
Don't go back there. You don't want any problems, don't go back there. You can figure that out later, how to address those charges with your attorney. Let's see. So before us, he's got the $25,000 on the possession of controlled substance, $20,000 on the tampering.
He has two $25,000 ones. One is tampering, one is possession less than a gram, and one $20,000 less than a gram. The theft was filed.
Okay, you know, I was trying to, the application's kind of written, kind of hard to read. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce the bond. On the possession charge to $1,000 cash surety. On the tampering with evidence will be reduced to $1,000 PR. And then the other possession charge will be reduced to $1,000 cash surety. There's three, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So your bonds are reduced to $3,000. You've got some other charges. Talk to your attorney.
I don't bond on those charges, so.
Yeah, but because you got arrested, they revoked your bonds. So you may have to make bond on those again. Talk to your attorney.
I have a question. I got arrested.
Well, talk about the facts. I don't want to know about the case.
No, but it just,
What's your question?
they never found nothing in my.
Okay, you're talking about the case. I'm not here to talk about the case. When you go to court, and you with your attorney, and you say, Judge, I want to fight this case, and they'll pick a jury, and then you can tell your side of the story there. Okay? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So, $3,000?
$2,000 cash surety. One of them's a PR bond, so it's $2,000 cash surety total.
Is there any way that I can request another, because I don't have money right now, but I could get it if I work, I would get paid.
Talk to your attorney. I reduced them to $2,000 total. All right, good luck to you. All right, don't go to sleep, not done.
Thank you, Judge. No,
Sorry,
there's like so many things to do. I'm just a burnt out lady.
Yeah, no, I apologize. I've been out for the last 3 days. Just got
Are you
back today.
okay?
A little bit better, not 100%, but better.
Oh, good, good. That's awful to, it's, it's not good when you're sick in the summer.
Yeah, summer colds are the worst.
Yeah, they're worse. Okay, well, I'm glad you're better. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, bye-bye.